my next anime review, I'm doing Musume Cinderella Grey Season 1. This anime is done by Side Games Pictures, and it is rated PG-13. Alright, now that I finally was able to get all caught up and finish the first season of Cinderella Grey, my opinion on the show still has not changed. It is still the best out of all 4 seasons. It still has the best cast. Organic Cap is still my favorite protagonist out of any of the seasons. And this show, despite it having a lot of still shots throughout the season, the show still looks fantastic. The racing segments of the show is definitely where they put their most effort into, and it definitely shows. The rest of the show outside of the racing segments are not bad looking. They just have a lot of still shots to help save money, which I don't blame them. You need to be able to save wherever you can, but the show still looks fantastic. The music in this season as well is also the best out of all 4 seasons. I really enjoyed all the openings and all the ending themes as well. Those, in my opinions, are the best in the series as well. Side Games Pictures really upped their game with Cinderella Grey, and I am really looking forward to season 2. I think we're getting a season 2 is from what I heard. I will have to check that. This show, Cinderella Grey, also has the best rivalry out of any of the seasons. Tamano Cross and Organic Cap definitely has a great rivalry and some great comedy between the two. Other characters like Super Creek, I really enjoyed her as well. Belle Light, she was a great side character, and the episodes where they bring in the different horse girls from around the world, I really enjoyed that part of the season as well. You had some great characters in that segment as well. Another character that was really likable was Dick the Striker. She's one of those classic tomboy archetypes, which I always enjoy those types. It's one of those guilty pleasures of mine. But yeah, out of this entire season, Organic Cap is still my favorite. She just is so freaking cute and likable. Whenever she's being a bit ditzy at times, which she does have a tendency to do that in the show. She's not the brightest crayon in the box, but she's not downright stupid, and she's extremely lovable in that aspect. The writing overall in this season is really good. It's definitely a step up. That is one of my main complaints from the previous 3 seasons is I really felt like the writing in those seasons was kind of lackluster, and the racing portions of the past 3 seasons were really taking up the slack and made the show worth watching. But Cinderella Grey rectified that by bringing in some great writing. Overall, there is not a whole lot of negatives I can say about Cinderella Grey. If you're a fan of the first 3 seasons, you're gonna like this. And I'm sure you are going to agree with me that Cinderella Grey is the best season out of all 4. The pacing as well, they've also fixed. That was another issue that I had with the previous 3 seasons. I did feel like the pacing could take a hit whenever they weren't doing the racings, and they did a lot of racing segments in the previous 3 seasons because of that. But this season has plenty of races, but I think there's a few less races in this season than the previous 3. I don't know. You guys can let me know down in the comments if I'm wrong. Even when they're not on the racetrack, the pacing is still really good. I was never bored in any of the episodes like I was in the previous 3 seasons. Just like the previous 3 seasons, the character designs are all fantastic. I knew I was going to be going into this review basically doing nothing but a ton of praise for this show, because honestly, the premise for Umamumase is, if I'm gonna be honest, it is stupid. It's a bunch of horse girls racing on a racetrack with rivalry, but that's the thing. I know it's stupid, and I don't care. This show is a blast to watch, and it is really good, despite it being stupid. And the animators in the studio shot for the moon and came out with a fantastic season. Something that they were able to solve every single problem that I had with the previous 3 seasons. And this season swung for the fences, and it knocked it out of the park. That is why my final score for the first season of Umamumase Cinderella Grey is a very high 9 out of 10. This season exceeded every expectation that I had for it. If we are getting a season 2, which I hope we do, I'm very much looking forward to it. So there you go. Let me know what you guys think down below in the comments, if you have watched Cinderella Grey, or if you are a fan of the series in general. Something I am going to state here, I found it hilarious that the studio who made the mobile game clowned on PETA. That made my day when that happened. Anyway, I will catch you guys in the next one. This has been Ryder. I'm out.